And today's presentation is on the Seek app, which is used to identify animals and plants of a wide variety. To start off, what is Seek? Seek is also known as Seek by iNaturalist, and it is a citizen science app that features live image recognition, drawing from a database of millions of wildlife observations. In order to identify a plant or an animal, you would simply open the app, take a picture of the thing, then the app will offer further information on what you just captured. Seek is entertaining and educational, as it lets you identify and learn more about different species of plants and animals, as well as take part in fun challenges, all which I will be covering in this presentation. What are the origins of Seek? This program and platform was created to encourage kids and people of all ages to get outside and explore the world with their cell phones to enjoy the benefits of nature. Seek was developed by iNaturalist, a social network of naturalists, citizen scientists, and biologists, built on the concept of mapping and sharing observations of biodiversity across the globe. And I'm not sure if all of you have ever heard of citizen science, but it's pretty incredible that we can all be working together to create kind of a world where more things are known to a wider range of people. So in this case, taking pictures of and collecting information on different species allows us to all stay connected and to make new discoveries. There are some pros and cons of this application. Positive aspects include the fact that it is completely free, which is always great. You can take unlimited pictures and search up as many different species as you would like. And it is great for your health, as it encourages you to go for walks outside and spend more time in nature, which a lot of people find very calming and good for their mental, physical, and emotional health. You can also learn about and identify new types of flora and fauna and expand your knowledge of nature. Though there are some negatives, including the fact that it can sometimes have trouble identifying species, and it may not work smoothly on older smartphones, and it also requires an internet connection or data to function as it is searching through a database. Now I'm going to go over how to access and use Seek. To get started with the app, you can download it for free from the App Store if you have an iOS device such as an iPhone or an iPad, or the Google Play Store for Android devices. The app icon should look like this. It is greenish, kind of blue, depending on the way you see it, and it has a leaf on it with an arrow. Now the steps of how to use Seek. The first step, of course, is to download it and open the app, and then you will see a green camera button at the bottom of your screen. You would then click on this button to take a picture of a plant or animal. If you look to the right of the screen, you can see a red circle around this camera icon here, which is where you would go again to take a picture. Next, you will then see a reminder of a few very important things that this app wants you to know. Firstly, you do not want to eat anything you find in the wild. I think that this is just something that they have to say just to make sure that everybody's safe while using their app. It's kind of like a disclaimer of some sort. And then to respect living things by not touching them, of course, we want to be very aware of the things around us and to also know your surroundings. You would then click continue and you can move on to the camera. So this is the reminder that will come up. It will be a nice notice telling you to remember a few important things. You can read through them and then click continue to then start taking pictures using this white button. The next step is to point your phone at the plant or animal you want to take a picture of, and then tap your screen to focus on it. You would then click the white circle button at the bottom of the screen to capture the photo. Once you have taken the photo, it will tell you that species of plant or animal it is, And then you can click the green button that says View Species to see more information about it. An important note is to make sure that you have as good of a lighting and also focus on the species as possible, just so it's able to capture all of its fine details and determine which one it is. So you want to make sure that you have some natural light if possible, and you're not moving the camera a lot. You want to make sure it's quite still and able to focus on the object. And if you look to the right, you can see screenshots. This species has been identified as a lion. Hopefully this picture was taken from afar. I don't think anybody wants to be this close to a lion, but it's still super cool. And you can learn more about it by clicking on View Species, this green button here, and then you can just see more information. And I think something that will appear later in this presentation as well is the taxonomy of the animal or the plant, and you can also see its scientific name as well, which is really nice. If you scroll down on the same page, you will see information such as taxonomy, a list of species the animal could be related to, its seasonality, similar species, and more. So you can see which kingdom, phylum, etc. This species is a part of, and then you can see things like when it's most active, and then also pictures of similar species here outlined in red. So this app is really great for broadening your knowledge of nature-related topics. Another really nice feature is the challenges. And a lot of apps are really great because they provide some sort of entertainment or task for you to do. So this is the challenge aspect of Seek. If you go back to the homepage and you scroll down, you can find challenges and all about iNaturalist as well. And you can log in with iNaturalist or create an account. And you can also donate to the organization to support its nature, education, and conservation efforts as well. So if you see, this screenshot is taken from scrolling down on the app where you can see the challenges. And then there's also a deeper dive available about iNaturalist, and you can log in here as well and then donate. If you select challenges, you will see lists of all of the challenges that you can do. To start a challenge, click the one that you want. You can read through the information on it and then click Start Challenge, and it will tell you your mission. Usually you have to find a certain kind of plant or animal, but there are a variety of different tasks that you can go through. And these are just screenshots walking you through this process, going to the side menu bar to select challenges, and then scrolling down. You can even see the challenges that are in progress currently, and you can earn badges. So there are outlines of shapes here, and you'll see an image or a badge pop up once you've achieved it. And then you can click on Start a Challenge to then begin. There are also achievements that go along with these challenges. And in this section, you will be taken to a page that has empty spaces, and then you will be able to collect badges. And the more species that you identify, the more badges you earn. There are many different levels of badges that you can work up to achieving. So there are so many different options of things that you can accomplish, so you won't get bored while you're using this app, which is really great. There's also the My Observations section, where you will be able to see all of the species that you have identified with the app in the past. So if you went, say, on a trip or a nature retreat, or maybe just through the trails or into the woods, and you want to recall the different species that you saw, you can go to this section to remember, and it might even bring back some great memories of when you went and took the pictures of the animal or the plant. So it's a nice way to remember all of the things that you have seen and recorded. Another great feature is that you can search through My Observations using the search bar in the top part of the screen right beside the magnifying glass icon. You can type in the name of the species in order to see the information that you collected on it. There are some other nature apps and websites available, for example, Nature Canada and nature.ca notebooks. And you can go to these sites by typing them into your search engine, your browser, or you can also click on the hyperlink once you receive a copy of this presentation. And there are also some great apps available called eBird, Merlin, and SkyGuide as well. If you want to look those up, you can download them onto your smartphone or tablet, or even just do a Google search on them to learn more. Now I will be going into a live demonstration on the application from my smartphone, so you can have a better understanding of what it's like to actually use the app. So to start off, we want to go to the App Store in order to find the app. And because this is an Apple device, I will be clicking on the blue icon to get there. Once you are in the App Store, you would go to the search bar and you would type in Seek, S-E-E-K. And then you would click on search. And you can see at the top that there's actually another type of application that has the same purpose. So picture this as another option, but this is the app that we were looking at. It's called Seek by iNaturalist, and it has this icon that you saw in the presentation. And because I've already downloaded it before, it will be in the cloud. You can also click on Get or Download, and you can give it a few minutes to download or a few seconds. And you can either click on Open directly from the App Store, or you can find it on the home screen of your phone. So when you first open the app, you can either skip these few slides or you can read through them. So it's telling you that you can use Seek's camera to identify plants, animals, and fungi. You can learn about the organisms all around you. And you can earn badges for observing different types of species. So this is a nice overview of the application, and then you can click on Continue when you're ready. Now, you aren't able to see this on my screen, but it is asking me if I want to allow Seek to use my location. And this is very important for the app because it will allow you to get the animals around your home or wherever you are, because a lot of species are, of course, based upon the area or the region that you're in. So you will have the option to allow them to have your location. If you're not comfortable with it, that's all right. But I'm going to click on Allow while using the app. So whenever I'm in the app, it knows where I am and it can identify the species that may be around me, which enhances the app's purpose. Then it's giving us a get started message, and it says that you can take photos with Seek's camera to identify living things all around you. You can learn about the species that you have observed nearby, and then earn badges. If you want to use the species nearby function, you have to enable location in the settings. So I think I accidentally clicked on do not allow, but you can always go to your settings and just allow them to have your location so that you can see species around you. From there, this is the main screen of the app, and you can go to this green button here to actually take a picture. And you have to allow them to have access to your camera. And then they're going to give us the reminder that they always give to not eat anything that you find, to respect other living things, and to always be aware of your surroundings and to not trespass. And then I'm going to click on Continue. So just imagine there's a super pretty flower right here on my keyboard, and we're about to capture a photo of it. It is going to scan the picture, and then it's also asking to access my photos because you can then take a picture and then put it into the app when you're done. If, say, you don't have internet connection when you're outside or you don't have data, but I do not want them to have access right now, so I will click that. So it's saying that it couldn't save the photo because, of course, my keyboard is not a type of plant or animal. But if it were, then it would say that it is a member of this specific group, and it would give you more information. So it couldn't tell which exact species it is because I guess Apple is not one of the options, Apple keyboards. So I could take another picture, and then it's also giving advice on how to improve your photo so that it could identify one, such as having a different angle, zoom, or trying to get a clear shot of the organism. But I think that that is the only time I want to try. So I'm going to go to another section of the app. So now it does know my location. I think it just took a few moments to load. And it's telling me that the things in Toronto that could be nearby are the eastern gray squirrel, a trumpeter swan, mallard, and many others as well. So you can scroll through these if you're interested in learning about the things around you. You can also go to the challenges section by scrolling down. And here is a challenge that they're offering me called the Flight Challenge, which is where you add observations with the seat camera to earn this challenge badge. And I would click on Take the Challenge in order to go into that, or I could click View All Challenges to see all of the challenges available. And you can click on Start Now for any of the ones that you are interested in starting and learning more about. Then you can also see more information on the creator of this platform. You can log in, and then you can also donate if you're interested. And the other important part of this application is the three lines in the bottom left-hand corner. And this allows you to access different sections of the app. So there's the home section where we've been navigating already. You can go to achievements. I haven't started any of these challenges and I haven't completed them, so I don't have any right now. There's also the challenges, which you can go here to access. My observations. So I would have all of the ones that I've seen and captured so far. And then iNaturalist about, and then settings as well. You can have different camera settings, details. You can change your in-app language. And then again, donating. And then there's the option to go to notifications by clicking on the bell in the bottom right-hand corner. And for example, it's going to update me on new challenges or anything else that it wants me to be aware of. So that is a walkthrough of the application. If you have any more questions, our volunteers would be happy to answer them in the breakout rooms.